Hi, I'm Ashleigh Wehmeyer, and I would like to welcome you to the first episode of Real Estate Uncorked, a show where I will be marrying my love of our wonderful Virginia wine industry along with my love of all things real estate. I'm here with Eric Spencer with Churchill Mortgage. And
Hi, everybody.
We're coming to you from Otium Cellars, that's O-T-I-U-M, in case you need it spelled, Otium Cellars in Purcellville. And this is one of the most beautiful wineries in Virginia. They have some wonderful wines, and I wanted to share with Eric and with all of you today my favorite. So this is the Blaufränkisch, and it is a German varietal, and it's a red, and it's full-bodied and smooth and has a velvety finish. And I think we should taste it.
This is the reason I came.
It's the reason you came. All right.
So we're going to sample this a little bit.
This is my favorite. I have not seen it at any other Virginia winery.
I don't think I've heard of that grape before.
If you can't remember how to say Blaufränkisch, just say the one that starts with a B. And they've got a regular one and a reserve, which is what we're drinking. That's from 2014. You think it's good? You like it?
I do. I like it a lot. It's a little bit, I'd say, spicy.
I think it's got a lot of notes going on.
There's a lot going on.
That's right.
On
and so
one.
anybody
on the
who
B wine.
on the B wine. I of course wanted to have something for us to eat to go with this. It's mid-afternoon.
Which I appreciate.
We're day drinking, so we don't want to get,
right.
We need to drive. We need to drive home after a little while. Anybody who knows me from Facebook or Instagram knows I love to post pictures of charcuterie trays, cheese platters that I put together. I have a real obsession with it lately. And so with this spicy little red, I wanted to put together, you can see just a little bit. I have a Boursin cheese and I have some Calabrese salami, which has a little bit of spice to it.
Can't wait to eat all this.
Some Castelvetrano Italian olives. They have pits, so be careful. There's pits in there.
I will.
Along with some almonds and some wheat thins. So we'll be enjoying this along with the wine.
Mostly the wine.
Mostly the wine. Once again, I'm here with Eric Spencer from Churchill Mortgage. He is a mortgage lender there in Herndon, and he runs his own team. Not only was he my lender when we bought our house in Arlington,
Yes, I was.
but he has helped a ton of my clients get into homes, VA loans, conventional loans, 1031 exchange transactions. Eric does it all. He has what I consider to be a strategic approach to lending, which can really come in handy when unexpected issues pop up with buyers, as they sometimes do. But I'm doing all the talking, and he's here to talk too. So Eric, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know who doesn't like to hear all the accolades.
Well, I'm Eric Spencer with Churchill Mortgage, and of course, as you know, Ashley, I've been in the lending industry now for about 16 years. My big specialty, as you well know, is to help people make the smartest, long-term oriented strategic decisions around their home financing and really the entire financial picture, not only with the home, but their life plan, and making sure that we fit the home purchase into their short and long-term goals for their life plan, not the other way around.
Right, nobody wants to be house poor. That's never good.
No, I think that's a problem in our industry, actually, too, that people go and shop for homes and then come back and try to jam that home into their finances, not the other way around, not go at it from a foundational standpoint and build up to the home purchase.
Right, which is why I really do tell my buyers when they come to me, have you talked to a lender? Do you have a lender that you're working with? Because you really should know what you can afford before you go out there, especially in our market. It's very competitive. One of the reasons why I asked Eric to come here, he helped us with our VA loan. And for any military buyers out there, be it veterans or active duty service members, we do have this VA loan benefit. And it is capped, so there is a cap on this VA loan, but I wanted Eric to talk to us a little bit about what that means, and there was a cap increase this past year.
Yes.
So can you explain to us how that change has affected the VA loan?
Absolutely. The VA loan limit went up pretty significantly. It went from $679, $650 up to $726, $525.
Wow, that's a really big jump.
It's a huge jump.
That's the biggest it's been since I've been in real estate.
It's big, it's big. So that's a huge benefit to our veteran and active duty military people using their VA benefit. What that really means is that's where the cutoff is to do a no money down VA loan.
Right.
Okay. So up
No
to
down payment required.
no down payment required, up to 726, 525 now. So that's a huge benefit in our area in particular, to be able to put no down payment out of your pocket if you so chose, all the way up to a $726,000 purchase price.
I mean, Eric and I talk about this all the time. We have clients who use this loan.
4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times a day. I did want you to touch on that because I think maybe some people, when some people hear a cap, then they think cap is synonymous with limit. Yeah. I know that you have some ideas on why using a VA loan or using your VA benefit for higher priced homes is also very beneficial. So you can use it with a jumbo loan, but I also want you to explain a little bit about what a jumbo loan is, because I think jumbo and loan together are two scary words for people. Yes. So if you could just tell us a little bit about how you can use it at a higher price point and kind of what a jumbo loan is.
Absolutely. There technically is no limit on a VA loan. You can do a $1 million VA loan, you can do a $2 million VA loan, you can do as high a loan really as you want from a VA guideline.
How does the down payment work with that? Can you explain?
Absolutely. The down payment is graduated based on the VA equation, and it essentially, it's not quite this simple, but it's pretty close. You essentially would take the amount of money above that cap of 726, 525 and multiply it by a quarter. So by 25%. So you're going to basically have to pay a required down payment of 25% of the amount of purchase price over and above 726, 525.
Interest rates, are they usually better with the VA loan? Can you get better interest rates? Is there?
Yes. I would say right now in the market we're seeing, and it's been this way for some time, VA interest rates are generally lower than conventional interest rates. A lot of people think VA loans are really just for enlisted people trying to buy their first house. They have no money down. They're going to take a small loan out. That's true, but the VA loan actually ends up being one of the very best jumbo-sized loans, using that word, that anybody can do.
What does a jumbo mean? Should that be scary, like you're signing your life away?
Well, hopefully not. If you've worked with us, me and my team, you know that you're not going to be signing your life away because we're not going to let you. But if you look at VA lending, it really ends up meaning loans that are above the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, and FHA loan limits for a particular area, which in this case is now 726, 525.
Nothing to be afraid of as long as you can afford the monthly payment.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
I definitely wanted to ask you one question. I wanted to ask you, if you could buy a second home anywhere, invest in a second home, where would it be and why?
Boy, that's a good question. I like all vacation areas. I like beach, I like mountains, but I would say beach is my number one.
Okay.
So and I've looked into and almost pulled the trigger on several second homes through the years.
In the States or out of the States, have you?
Well, in the States, a lot easier to travel to, obviously. I had a good friend that actually had a place in St. John, and beautiful place, and that made me start to think about something in the islands, but something probably in the beach somewhere between, certainly the Outer Banks, South Carolina, great areas as well. I've even looked into Florida Keys a little bit for some second homes.
Very nice. Well, that is awesome. We don't want to take up too much of your time, but we did want to bring you this wonderful wine. Remember, Blau Franquiche. From Otium Cellars in Purcellville. I mean, is this gorgeous or what? We're by the fire, we're enjoying really wine, it's beautiful. I really encourage you to come out here and spend an afternoon with your family and friends. Not only is there this beautiful winery with lots of rooms and tables and wonderful wines, but they have a very large patio area, and they also have this really cool pavilion where we were going to film from today, except it is freezing
and windy.
Windy, so the fire inside would not help us. In the summer, they change out the glass doors, and it's a screened-in porch, and it's super nice.
That's great.
It's dog-friendly, it's kid-friendly. There's some horses around, too. I mean, it's just bucolic. I mean, it is just really quintessential Virginia wine country. I hope that you'll take our advice, come out here, have some wine, Until next time.
Thanks for
Cheers.
having me. Cheers.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
Cheers.